I still refer to that moment in early December of 2022 as the day I woke up, even though I now know I was awake the whole time. I have a memory in hospital where doctors or nurses would tell me that my memories will return in time. The honest truth is, I'm actually good with them not coming back. This isn't a time where I care to remember everything while I was recovering in the hospital. There are things I don't remember at all, like a visit by an individual who came to see me in the early days of my recovery. I remember absolutely nothing of that visit. Apparently, I also had a hole in my skull to release the pressure in my brain. I have no memory of this time, or even the time I would play with the stitches when the hole was closed up. I have no memories of the 21 days I spent in intensive care while everyone awaited the next step. I have no memory of the moment when it was decided to try and get me out of bed and try walking for the first time. All I remember is walking the halls with a walker. I don't remember the first time I did this, although I did expect it was a significant moment when that occurred. I do remember a time walking the halls with a walker when I said to my sister walking with me, I don't know why I have this thing. At that point, I let go of the walker and my sister had to catch me as I just about fell to the floor. I now know why I had that walker. There are a few strange memories that I do have, although these memories are not stored like a typical memory that one might have. I believe that this is due to the brain injury that I suffered. One of these strange memories is of the attempt by the doctors and staff to sedate me after my aneurysm burst. This memory to me is more like a dream that I had about a moment when I witnessed this time. The individual was writhing in pain, trying to remain calm so the doctors could do the sedation. Although I know from the memory that the individual in this memory was in pain, and that the individual in this memory is me, I have no memory of the actual pain of that moment. Another time, I was in a bed in a hospital in Guelph when a patient was brought to the bed next to mine after having surgery. Although the curtains between our beds were closed, I could still hear the individual's daughter and nurse with this individual while they were recovering. While I lay there, I heard the patients say that their mouth was very dry and they needed something to drink. I remember lying there listening to the desperation in this patient's voice as they begged for something to drink. I also remember lying there thinking, that's strange. I've had a dream where I experienced the exact same thing, but in my dream, I was told that I can't have anything to drink until I completed a swallowing test, and that I could have the inside of my mouth moistened with a wet cloth to help. This thought no sooner entered my mind when I overheard the staff member say to the patient in the bed next to mine that they could not have anything to drink as they needed to complete a swallowing test first, but they could have their mouth moistened with a wet cloth. After hearing this, I was dumbfounded, as I thought my experience was only a dream. But I suspect that this dream was actually a real occurrence that was again stored differently as I recovered.